Hello, welcome in. We're live. People are going to take a minute to get back in. Or not back in, but just in general. So, we're going to have chat popped out. While that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and link this stream a little bit. Everyone gets to see that all I watch is Rocket League and Lo-Fi. Your channel. So we're going to take this. A couple people look like they're in. We're going to post this to Facebook. There's probably a better way to do it. I just haven't dug into it yet. We're going to post this to the front page of the Drill Dojo. And publish that. So if anyone comes in and they want to share this with their family or their team, they can just send them to drilldojO.com and it'll be there. And then they find out through the Facebook or here on the front page. And then I go set up my red sling page, so that way when we jump in I can start adding names. Excellent. And then a couple people should be here, so hello if you've pulled in already. We're gonna pop out chat. And hello. How's it going, guys? Today I have Anthony Biasotti here. He's one of my former cadets at Hollins High School. And he's been helping me out a lot with I've been doing some drill competition vendings, and along with that he's been doing some qualifications with me. So he was interested a little bit more in the process because he'd like to do some understanding of what the system is above and beyond kind of white, yellow, and orange. So he's going to just be in the background kind of contributing a little bit. But hey Dan, welcome in. So yeah, we'll wait for some people to get in here. Let's see. Here's my red sling videos. Short stream today. Everyone kind of takes it really easy this semester. Everything from August to December. It's gonna pick up in January, quite a bit, and then let's see. Once we get to March, these are gonna be multi-hour streams, and it's gonna be every other week. But until then. Pretty short ones. It's probably 45 minutes today. You should cut a recorder in maroon. Good news. Let's go ahead and decide while we're waiting for some people to get in. Let's decide on what the next stream date's gonna be. So I assume a lot of you are going on Christmas break next week or the week after, and won't get back for a bit. So, looks like my schedule availability is going to have January 28th be a really nice date for it. So let's do January 28th for the next stream. That gives you plenty of time to record, plenty of time to enjoy your break. And we'll see how many submissions we get on January 28th on that live stream. I'm going to put that on my calendar now. And if it's a lot, we'll start looking at doing every other week. Drill Dojo. Live stream. Perfect. All right. I might as well update my site now, because that's always the piece I always forget to do, and then it's 2 weeks before. Things have been crazy, but Christmas break should be a nice chance for me to catch up. Oh, I got to change the year this time. That's pretty cool. And what's also really cool is that in January, I'll be launching 2 new products. The first one's going to be color guard slings, which are super amazing. And the second one is going to be loot boxes, so subscription boxes. And I spent way too much money getting about 2 years worth of slings for these subscription boxes. So I'm going to sew them together. These slings are going to be only available through the subscription boxes, and they're really special. They're really weird. I'll show you guys one. So I think this will be January's. So just as a spoiler, patterns, designs I've never seen before, and I won't be selling anywhere else. So I've got 28 different types of designs like this. So if you are maybe like 26 or something. But yeah, that'll launch in January. That'll be really cool. Well, welcome in, Matt. So, oh, and let me show off my new NGA stock. So if you guys haven't been to NGA yet, this is what I picked up. I love it. I never thought I'd use coral slings, but like, man, this just like pops. So that's going to be, if you go to jarotcdrill.com, you can scroll down and see the New Guard America website. That'll take you right to the high impact stocks. The high impact stocks are exactly where you want to be with these guys. So Dan, that's going to be a separate subscription. And Patreon, yeah, so let me announce this too. Patreon's going to have a little bit of a different structure next year. So Patreon's going to be cut down to just the $10 per month level. And at the $10 per month level, you're going to get one free code every single month for a sling. But it's not going to include shipping, because that's where I lose the most money. So every month you'll get a free sling. It's just pay the $5 for shipping, right? So that's going to be the Patreon tier. And that'll be, you know, you go to the website, you order whatever color sling you want. So these ones are special. These ones are not ever going to be available on the site unless literally nobody buys a subscription box. Oh no, yeah, mine came yesterday. I'm like working it out. I also got a safety orange for my bladed rifle because people get really scared about the blades. So, and my other orange one's being used up in my display case right now, which is currently storage because that's how life is. But yeah, we'll let's see, 2:06. We'll give 4 more minutes for people to pop in here and get some chats going, and then we'll start looking into these red sling, maroon sling. And so 3 reds, 3 maroons, 2 greens today. That's the schedule. Are you getting the purple? I definitely thought about asking for the purple, and I was like, no. I'm just going to Isabel's choice. Let me know how that shows up. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy your gift shopping. Definitely excited. It's literally a week until Christmas. That's kind of not okay. I guess Christmas Eve. So that's a little not okay. I'm not ready.
Lord, I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, this month slipped. I hope you get the purple too. Tips on getting more height with the right-handed drag for flying Floridians. Yeah, so number 1 is to make sure that you're using the proper flying Floridian technique. Right-handed drag technique, where it's really dipping, dragging, and then your shoulder needs to like lean forward so that the rifle slips in front. But the second thing is that the height actually pops off of your thumb. So there's the reason that full ninja happens on the green sling curriculum, and that there's a very specific way of doing it, is that's the best way to learn how to pop the rifle off of your thumb. And so using that technique of a full ninja, if you're able to pop it off of the thumb, that's going to help you out with the flying Floridian. And that's where you drag it, and then when it's like most of the way through, your thumb kind of stays in place, and this is what actually, like this crevice here, is what actually pushes the rifle up and transfers energy all the way from your shoulder, down your arm, through your thumb, and gives you that height. If you don't have your thumb there to transfer that energy, it comes off of your palm. And that's such a wider base that it kind of transfers all that energy evenly. You can get it, but you never get it, like, popping. Steel gear. Yeah, don't forget to match up your new stocks with some slings. If you're really wanting some extra pictures of some of these slings, just let me know. Shoot me an email. Everyone here probably knows about drilldojo@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email. Hey, I can't decide between these 2 slings. Can you please send me a picture of them side by side? I'd be happy to do it. Especially next week when I don't really have to teach. Tinsel slings. You know what? I actually have some tinsel slings. Let me tell you what. Check the website tomorrow. I've been meaning to post it for the Christmas season. I have literally had no time to myself for like expanding the business. I'm sitting on, and Tony can testify to this. I have like 30 slings that need to get sewn up for orders that I haven't been able to touch all week. So, but that being said, I do have black with silver tinsel slings, and I will be able to guarantee shipping by Christmas if you get them Monday or Tuesday, I think. So, thanks for reminding me. Let me go and pull that aside so I remember.
I think you had quite a few of those, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm sitting on about 14. And these are going to be hard to replace. They're kind of going away. So.
All nice and glittery.
Yeah, they're really cool. They look great on drill rifles. All right, Mac. Yeah, I do have your address. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can get you a sling that complements it somehow. Well, we're talking about the steel gray earlier. I think the steel gray would kind of make it look like a blade, which would be kind of cool. Maybe I can like print in a design to a sling that has kind of the weaving of the Master Sword hilt handle. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, the extra grip on the tinsel, like there's like metal aluminum flakes in there, I think, is how they do it, is they weave in like aluminum flakes. I think they're just like extra grippy. Yeah, Mac, also a big fan of your World's Routine. The Marine Corps blue and red, I love that one. That one went crazy. So Matt Perot helps me out with reviewing white, yellow, and orange slings, especially since I now have a full-time job as a teacher. So it's been absolutely amazing having Matt on staff, like doing that. And I provide him with free codes. And that's where he gets his free codes from, on his Instagram. So if you're looking for truly free slings, because I hook him up with the whole thing, free sling plus free shipping. So make sure you follow Matt Perot on all of his socials. Drop it if you are wanting to. But that's if you're looking for free slings, he posts those kind of relatively frequently. Well, one of the codes I forgot to put to like one-time use only, and about 9 of those Marine Corps slings like flew through the door, including that one for you. But they are really cool. And that was probably they've been trickling out since then, but they're really cool. Yeah, one of them was you too. That's right. I do ship internationally. Just send me your address, and I'll send you like a custom like shipping order. Most of the time, it's not really a problem. Actually, you know what? I got a Patreon to help me out. So, this is kind of one of those situations. I remember your name, Josephine, from like a while back. I think you got up to like Orange Sling or something, but then you like moved maybe through Dodea or something. But either way, just go in and order a sling. I'll get you set up with those. DMs. What DM, Mac? Facebook? Yes, Facebook. Got it. Very cool. You mind if I share this with everybody? Did you paint this stock? There's no way that clean line came from NGA. Yeah, okay.
Is that a shadow line?
Is that a shadow line? That might be a shadow line. Yeah, I think you're probably right. That's a shadow line. That looks...
Yeah, it looks like from the counter.
Yeah, okay. That looks really cool, though, if you did paint it like that. Isaac, I have not heard about the team you've been working on. Is that one... I just posted, by the way, on Independent Drill, the Facebook group, that I'm hosting... The Drill Dojo is going to be hosting an online drill competition for the group phase. So, this is the time of year where people start chattering about whether or not there will be a group phase at WDC. And so this is the time to prove that, we want it as a country. So the rules are simple. Submit a video, 3 to 5 minutes, WDC style. But the big rule is that every person who does this has to be willing and planning to be at World Drill Championships in May. Like, I don't want people submitting a group video who aren't planning to be there in May, right? So this is really your time to like plan, start etching out, start getting those practices together, an entire group routine. If you get it by January, you get it by January and you have it in your back pocket. But that also gives you February, March, April, 3 months to like clean it up and up the ante. So,
and the more of these we can get together, the better. We can actually get a strong representation out there. We can actually start getting some really interesting routines in there as well.
Right. Yeah. No, the whole thing is like, these will be presented to SNI. So, they get the determination of whether or not there's group stage. And it's hard because, you know, if you're doing 4 tetrads, right? 3 teams make up 12 people. And we're talking like most of the time solos only have like 15 people involved. So, or it's not 15, but like 25.
I think we've been pulling like 30 as of late.
Yeah. So it is one of those things that's, you know, difficult to organize. Like even those small numbers kind of, let's see. It just adds up to a lot of people. Let me see if I can get music going for you guys. It was working a minute ago, then I disconnected one of my headsets. So. Okay, no, output goes through this guy. All right, good. We got some audio. Let me know if that's too loud or just right. There's no high school drill teams where you're going in Cali. So is there any competition you can compete in? Absolutely. Are you going to SoCal or NoCal?
SoCal has Golden Bear, doesn't it?
SoCal's got Golden Bear and also California Independence. This is Mac's setup. It's a shadow line. I thought it was like an ice line. I thought that was really cool. But it's just a shadow line. Which I think it'd be really cool to paint it like that. Here's another angle. All right, 217. We've been hanging out a bit. Let's get started in here. You guys go ahead and chat. I won't be looking over at chat too much while I'm grading. But definitely chat it up. This is a good time to get to know one another out here. So, again, only 8 videos today. Should be pretty straightforward. For those that don't know, welcome in. Welcome if this is your first stream. Welcome to the Drill Dojo. What the Drill Dojo is, it's a certification program for people to go all the way from single spin up to 540 spins all the way through. This program is 100% free to participate in. So, what that means is that there's a pass-fail component where your name will be updated within a couple of days on white, yellow, and orange sling certification. So in your early phases, you're getting these really amazing early feedbacks from one of my trusted personnel. Top placement at WDC was 3rd place. That's Matt Perot. He helps me out with white, yellow, and orange. Once you hit red and above, I do a live stream monthly, mostly monthly. Depends on summertime, it's a little bit less than that. But this live stream has a scoring component, so it's no longer pass-fail. Now you're expected to have a little bit more kind of bearing to it. If you're wondering what that scoring system is, you can head over to drilldojo.com/scoring.html. This gives you a little introduction to the system. And then, since I don't have to worry about creativity, these are set lists, right? So you have 10 tricks that you have to do. Every time you make a mistake on a trick, you lose points. Generally, it's 1 point for a minor, 2 points for a moderate, 3 points for a major, with the exception of blue sling. There's also double major mistake penalties. So these are big ones. And the big one that are going to get people is that a double major mistake penalty will be given for 1 or more full steps to catch a rifle that is drifted from stationary grasp. This one is a killer for this, right? So when I say you lose points, it's 1 point for minors, 2 points for moderates, 3 points for majors, 6 points for double majors. You start at a pool of 100 points. So if you never take a mistake, you end with 100 points. Every time you lose a point, it's taken from that pool of 100 points. If you end your video and you are above 80 or above, you can qualify. You get added to the registry online, 100% free, and you get recognized on there forever. Those registries will never be taken down. They're only updated year for year, so you look for the year that you qualified, you'll be able to have that. If you fall below 80 points, I give you, now you have a list of tips of what, where did you go wrong? Did you take a big step? What you didn't need to? Things of that nature, and you're free to try again the very next month. No penalties as far as losing. It's just, hey, take another month to do it, right? You can go all the way from white sling to black sling, never spending $1. And when people qualify at black sling, they get their first black sling for free. So not only is it free, but you have the potential to earn a sling for it. Now, this is a multi-year journey, not something to be rushed, but I do want to stress the free component. Now, if you do want to support the dojo, you do want something to celebrate your successes, something that's a little bit of a trophy, this is like martial arts. So I have the equivalent to it, which are certified slings. And these certified slings are for each level, and they only ship out to people whose name's in the registry. So when you order, make sure your parents at least have the last name that you have, and I'll cross-reference with the registry to make sure that you're on it. If you order through a name that's not yours or one that I can't recognize through the registry, I will ship one without a patch, so just be aware. So if your name is John Smith and your mom's name is Diana Smith, she can order through Diana Smith. I'll be able to find that out. But if your last name is John Smith and your mother's name is Diana, make sure she orders through Diana Smith, like as a delivery address, so I can find it. Or have them send me an email. If they don't want to do that, they can send me an email. I'm ordering on behalf of John Smith. So these are here, up on the Drill Dojo website. These are pro slings, so they don't come with any sort of clip or anything. These pro slings are a little bit of a safety thing. So let me actually show you through mine. Unlike the Glendale slings, which have a little bit of a dangly bit at the end, these guys are held in place by Velcro. So they Velcro right into place. They stay there. It's a very nice experience. There's no metal to cut up your hands. Even this clip down here is rounded out on both this side and on the edges. So this is a much safer sling. You can hit it anywhere with your hand and you're gonna end up being okay for it. So all of the slings ordered through the Drill Dojo website are like this. No metal clip needed here, no metal clip needed here, no dangly bits. It's a nice clean appearance. So share these with your school, especially if you are part of a school that is always cutting up your hand on these metal components. In order to make it work, there's a method to attaching it, getting it looking nice and so that the Velcro adheres the right place. I have a video for it, and I have an instructional pamphlet. In January, I'll be launching color guard slings, which will facilitate sling arms and unsling arms. And I'll also be launching a subscription box, which will have really, really unique colors. So these are all the colors that are offered through the dojo. These are available to anybody and everybody. If you click one, it'll show you the image. It'll go right to it, and you'll be able to see the. I took my iPhone with these pictures, and I modified the colors so that they would appear on most screens to be about how they appear in real life. So black didn't need a whole lot of adjustment, but coral needed to be popped because it pops in real life, and that's what I have over there on my sling. So if you pick coral, it'll pop up here, right? And that's how the pro slings work. But right now, all I'm really caring about is going to be red sling videos. So we're going to jump into these, and good luck. Joshua Green's first on the list. Good luck, Joshua Green. All right, things are running a little bit slow on my computer today. All right. Good hand pin, flat catch. No penalties. All right, I think there's a little bit too much bending here. Okay, so that's gonna be a minor, bending the back a little bit too much. I'd like to see that posture stay straight up and down. catches within margin of error. I think there's an angle here to the camera, so just that one minor penalty there. That was a good hose whip. Let me take a look again. I just want to check the rifle stays in plane, and it does. So great hose whip, no penalties. Unique single spin, I like it, no penalties there. Alright, we have a little bit of a loss of balance. Let's take a look at what this handpin does. Alright, so it stays up here at the chest. Let's see if it's raptor clawing. It is. Alright, so there's a technique called raptor clawing when you're moving around the rifle in a BTB, where in such an effort to move your hand away from it, you pull your arm up to the chest. That's called raptor clawing. It's a major mistake because it's really, really far away from the handpin. Since this hand's not in use, it needs to go down here for the handpin. And then a little bit of a balance loss. So let me check what balance loss falls on the scoring system.
Would that also be a body break there for the leaning forward for the catch?
Not necessarily. That one, for BTB, sometimes you have to.
Okay.
So I don't think it's distracting. Balance. Let me see if it required taking a step here. Or if it was just a little bit of a stumble. It's just a little bit of a stumble. I think that'll fit more with strong lean, because the foot is already moving. So we're going to go with a moderate penalty there. Rather than requiring a full step. I'd say it's like you leaned a little further into the step than needed. Good. I like the hand pin going down here on the other side of the leg. No penalties. Good right hand drag. No penalties. Alright, I like the scorpion toss. A lot of people go down and around. What I've noticed here is that the feet, yep, those feet kind of pop up quite a bit. And I don't have it on camera, so I do have to assume it's a full extension. And that's going to fall under footwork with excessive extension of the heel. So that's going to be a moderate.
Interesting technique on that, though.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a cool scorpion toss because it happens higher than most people's. Very unique, like, release position. All right, this one's going to recur quite a bit. So that's quite a lot of buildup. Let's take a look at scoring system. It's going to fall under body composure. That's, what do you think, bending moderately or completely?
I would put that as completely. That's almost a 90-degree bend.
All right, so that's a major for all that buildup there. And then controlled step. So let's take a look here. Footwork. I don't know if it was a full step. So I'm going to call that a large stutter step, just one major there. Because that wasn't like a full uncontrolled step. So we could call that a large stutter step to catch a rifle that's drifted from stationary grasp. Definitely want to make sure you stay like put for that one. Take one more look and make sure we got it all. Good hand pin all the way through. So yeah, that's going to be all the penalties I take. That's going to be off by a moderate degree, so that'll be a moderate penalty. Nice, though. Okay. All right, this one's going to be interesting. We have one minor. Cancel. We'll get here. All right, we'll get there later. So we have one minor for 1 point. We have 3 moderates. It's going to be 6 points, and 3 majors for 9 points. For a total of 16 points lost. That's an 84 out of 100, which Joshua Green, congratulations. That's a red sling qualified routine. So I'm going to input this into the registry live. Can't wait till you're green sling certified. That'll be awesome.
Nicely done.
Yeah, nicely done. So fundamentals. What this really means is like fundamentals are there. Because your hand pins were pretty good. Your most of it was really good. It's just the taking a bit of a step or like raptor calling, like just more experience needed on those tricks. So if this is your first time here and you're hoping to qualify on a stream, I do update this live. So if you go over here to the home, if you scroll down till you find the sling that we're working on, and then you scroll down further, you'll find your name updated live here. So let me check chat.
There's been a whole set of discussion going on in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Solid whites do get dirty, yeah. Oh, I know just the place. I'm about it. I would love what no one's done so far that I would really like is like I want someone to make a compilation video of every qualification that they did to get to black sling. So I want them to put together their white, yellow, orange, like all in order of like this has been my journey to black sling. So I want to throw that out there because no one's gonna read my mind. So if you Hall of Fame every sling, I'd love to see that as like a video. All right. So good job, Joshua. Good. All right. So this is going to be past live stream. Austin Wallace, good luck. So I worked with Austin out in Mississippi at a drill camp. So I'm really hoping this goes well today. I think this is his second attempt. So good luck, Austin. Most people get it on their second, so I'm sure you'll be okay. Sorry, my computer's running slow. I should have restarted it before I started stream, but I didn't do that today. Nice, no penalty. All right, that's going to be a minor for that catch there. Yep, just a little minor. Came off angle by less than 10 degrees in this direction. All right, so Hell's Whip itself I think looked good, but I wasn't even watching. All right, actually. So it flips around the wrong axis. That's a moderate. And then this hand pin right here. 1 point for being open. 1 point for being away.
And is the angle on that Hell's Whip within tolerance?
Yeah, angles don't really super matter to me on Hell's Whips.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as it's not crossing the 45-degree plane is really all I look for.
Understood.
Very good single spin, though. Take a look at this angle. That's within tolerance. Yeah. All right, I'm so glad you're able to get that one. I remember working with you in August on it, so very nice. We're going to take a minor for handpin being away from your side here. It didn't get back fast enough, but really great job. I remember how hard it was for you to get to that. Also, I think this is mostly a blind catch. I always kind of keep looking over the whole time, so props to you for getting that as like a blind catch. There it is. Good job. No penalty. Strong hand pin, strong. That was awesome. You have no problems with Floridians in the future. Alright, scorpion toss. Here we go. Alright, good recovery. I'm glad you didn't stop and redo the whole thing, because you only do get one attempt, but you will take the secondary adjustment penalty. Okay. That was pretty awkward, so that's going to be a moderate. for excessively awkward adjustment during the setup. Okay, we got a minor for hand being open, a minor for hand being away from the body. Good. Rifle stayed in plane. Okay, good. Alright, another moderate. Rifle flipped around the wrong axis. Okay, how's that hand pin? Decently strong, I'll take it. Oh, nice. Way to end strong. Oh. Alright. Fantastic job, Austin. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minors, 3 moderates, 12 points lost, 88 out of 100. Easy dub. Good job, Austin. I'm really proud of you. Wallace. You're in there. Awesome. Shout out to Franklin County High School. That was really impressive, man. I'm really proud of you. We're going to move you. I'm sure you're very happy to be moved over to past live stream. Hold on. Oh, this speed of my computer right now is a nightmare. There we go. Good job, Austin. Yeah, you can resubmit till you get a perfect score. That's fine, definitely. I only count Hall of Fames for green sling and above, by the way. Most pro drillers can really easily Hall of Fame anything below that. Hit a flying Freudian before. Oh, wow, that's impressive.
The Hall of Faming is getting it perfect on your...
Perfect, yep. 100% on a qualification. Black is pass-fail, but there's also Black Sling Dan level, which is a 10-trick graded qualification. And that gives you like a degree of black belt. Which is covered right here. Yeah. Before I get too old, I would like to Hall of Fame Black Dan level myself. So, hopefully. Yeah. I mean, there's a running clock on all of us. Mine's been running a while. Yep, Ikes are definitely scary for that reason.
You just trying to Hall of Fame one Dan level or multiple Dan levels?
Well, there's only the one Dan level for tricks.
Okay.
Most of the rest of them are training.
Okay.
Winning World Drill Championships, stuff like that. All right. Caesar. I think Caesar Vera, but I'm waiting on a reply for that. Good luck. All right, hold on. I'm going to need to take this over to YouTube.
Just got to Hall of Fame that Dan level on WDC. Perfect score win, right?
Even then, I don't think if you just do 10 black sling tricks with no like choreography between them, I don't know if that would win. Just kind of like it's useful for the toolbox, you know?
Oh, absolutely. We got one jumping right in.
All right, here we go. No penalty on your double. Minor penalty on catch angle. Strong hand pin, moderate for rifle flinging around the wrong axis. Let me double check my work. Yeah. Good single, no penalty. Good hand pin. I'll give you, yeah, no penalty on it. I think you just kind of tripped over your terrain, so. Good penalty, or good foot stop. We're going to breeze on through. You look like you could use a sling. I know where you can get one. All right, good. With drags. Oh, did I not go back far enough? With drags, I would recommend going like one plane to the other instead of like a full 270, but there's nothing actually wrong with that. So, no penalty. Okay, moderate for wrong axis, flipped over the whole axis.
Was that a 1.5 shoulder toss?
It's red sling, so no, that's a double. So, as long as I count where the barrel goes towards the ground. So, single, because you can do a single catching it at either Statue of Liberty or underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, as long as the barrel points to the ground, and then there's the second. It is a slightly early catch, but I don't think it's within. I think it's within tolerance.
Okay.
You know. That being said, yeah, no, we already counted for flipping around the wrong axis, so. And that lets people do Statue of Liberty catches, or I'm going to do a minor for catch angle. Those are supposed to be straight 45s. Nice shoulder roll. All right, yep, 2 minors, 2 moderates. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, 94 out of 100. Good job. That's going to be passing for sure. I'm going to put you in a Caesar Vera. Let me know if you need me to change that. But great job. You are in the Red Sling curriculum.
And that's all of our red slings for today, correct?
That is all the Red Slings for today. So, perfect pass rate on Red Slings today. Congratulations to everybody.
Let's see if we can maintain that momentum through Maroon.
All right, let me refresh this. I don't know when my sidebar got pushed in. And let me switch over from lo-fi, because this is putting me to sleep over here. We'll do drum and bass. Man, this is rough. It usually does not run this slow. Alright, so, well, at least YouTube is loading properly, which is weird. Alright, well, we'll move on to Maroon Sling in a second. How's everybody doing? What's good, Daniel? Daniel, are you still up north? Or have you moved back south? Without doxing yourself. I am also a big crossplane fan. I mean, you certainly can, but I'm only going to be looking at the drag. Hey, Mac. Cool. It's so wild. You've been there for like 10 years now. Let's see, what do I say? I don't see a reason why it can't be power catch. So I'm going to say power catch is going to be good for that. Well, let me check out my specific wording here. Yep, just BTP catch. So yeah, dealer's choice. You can do a power catch. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm a flow driller, so that's why I have flow bias, I would say. So when I wrote in any sort of power tricks into the curriculum, it took me like a month to learn them. So
Then here I am getting murdered by all these flow tricks.
yeah. So don't get me wrong. When I made the curriculum, it was not just like what is Adam Jupe good at. It was a lot of like, or what does Adam Jupe need to get good at, really. So. That's true. Isn't Mac White Sling only right now? Are you a flower driller, Ken? Could be like Wow, pow? But I guess pow's already there, huh? Pow wow. You could be a powwow driller. Ooh, drill rifle for Christmas. Glendale, have fun with that. Get you some NGA stocks. You can transfer some of those parts. It's your boy Caesar again. Alright, good luck, Caesar. He'll stay on the ground. Good catch within margin. No penalty. There's one. Nice hand pins snuck in there. Not required, but much appreciated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you are. We're 3 tricks in. No penalties. That's pretty good. Alright, hand pin moving a little bit from body. So that's 1 minor. Alright, there we go. We're going to take our first major, it looks like. Alright, so minor for hand pin being away from body. Minor for hand pin being open. Major for entire loss of momentum. Clean, no penalty. Nice job, no penalty. That one does not need to be above the shoulder. Even though I prefer it above the shoulder, it does not need to be above the shoulder. Nice. So this is a really good competitive strategy as well. If you aren't able or not wanting, or it's just coming in too high, if you can't get the flat catch, you can guide it into the vertical catch. So that's good competitive strategy. Not to mention the fact that I can't take a penalty out for it. Good Kiwi. Alright, so this one touches the ground, which I believe is a double major. We see it there.
Yep, there's that cloud.
And that is definitely a double major. But the rest of the qualification's been so good, and I'm pretty sure that's the end. You go off and check for a minute, and then salute. Perfect. Alright, so that's going to be 3 minors and 3 majors, which is kind of a crazy arrangement there.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
9, 3, 12, and that's going to be a total of 88 out of 100. Well-deserving pass. And that's exactly kind of what those, you can take a double major and still pass for sure. So, really good job, Caesar. Honestly, that's the same score as your red sling, so I can tell you've been drilling for quite a while. And I expect, based on that, I think your green sling's probably not that far away, huh? Alright, you are officially in the maroon sling registry. There we go. Alright, we are halfway through stream. That's a pass. Let's check chat again.
Oh, yeah, we got some fun questions going on.
Alright. Next step is NGA stock. Have to wait until 2024 Worlds. Yeah, you have to be older than 18 and a high school graduate. Alright, cool. I'm excited to have you qualify, Daniel. 2025, unless I get to graduate early. Yeah, there's no rush. I've been doing WDC since 2009, and I'm still competitive. I still am confident in my ability to make finals every year. You got a lot of life to get to it. The Centino, can you throw it into a half beat to right shoulder? Yeah, you can do that. Just make sure you full Centino. How do you catch aerial back ninjas? So you work your way up from like side ninja to double side ninja, and then like you work your way up to just going behind your head on those ninjas. So yes, they are terrifying. I'll be right back. Grabbing a water. You want a water, Tony?
Absolutely. And I found for those back ninjas, when you're trying to go for them, don't consider yourself throwing a full aerial with that. Like, yes, you'll normally catch flat on your aerials. Consider it like the vert where you're going to short it that little bit, so that way it can be right there and gently land into your hands. Well, as gently as it can be when you're getting into doubles and triples.
I remember clocking myself in the head the first time I tried triple back ninjas.
I remember the first time doing it and I was extra stupid because it was that blindfolded game of drill.
Hey Kevin, welcome in. All right, we're on Bradley Davis, Maroon Sling. Good luck, Bradley.
Nice press.
This, yeah. That looks really nice to drill on. All right. Hold up, YouTube.
Frame rate.
One thing at a time. YouTube's like, I'm doing my job. Get your computer in order. All right, well.
You get the slow mo.
All right. Not even watching the video yet. All right, here we go. All right, minor on catch angle.
Do they need a hand pin for the triple vert?
No.
Okay.
No, they're allowed to wait for it. There's one. There's two. There's three. I really do like having skip drill instead of just double left there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Feels much more in the skill level. No penalties, both of those either. Tricks. Alright, so good Centino. If you are going to one-hand catch though, it's got to be good. So that's going to be a moderate penalty on catch angle this way, being greater than 10 degrees. Nope, that's got to be a major. I think any outside observer would see that and think, like, understand that there was a big mistake there. And it was about 45 degrees off. So use two hands if you need it, honestly, rather than take a penalty of it cutting in like that. So that's a major, not a minor, not a moderate. There's one. Very good control. Alright, super clean. I do these for warm-ups, so when you get those really clean, like you have them, they're really good warm-ups. Alright, good tomahawk strategy.
Body? No, not enough balance.
I was looking at the feet. The feet kind of like move around a little bit, but not enough to take a penalty. Alright, there's a big step. Alright, that's got to be a full step, which is a double major.
And that catch angle, because it's caught what looks like at a 45 and then brought to flat.
Alright, I'm going to do a moderate there. We'll keep this going. That's 8 points on that one little thing there. Good kiwi. Alright, and that is another major there. The footstep.
I found this on the web for bikini all rights, and that is.
Okay. Siri did not get the memo at all. Oh, my computer's glitchy. It really could use a restart. Alright, so major on catch angle. Footstep there. 4 inches is typically my margin. That's a little bit bigger than 4 inches, which means it has to be a major. Alright, this one's going to be interesting. Okay. Hit yourself in the side there. I really wish you would have re-recorded. I feel like you're so solid there, so it's not a complete stop. I think that's got to be a moderate for awkward pacing. Is there any momentum? Alright, so that's got to be a moderate there. I want this to pass really bad, and I'm nervous it's not because of the big major like steps and stuff. And I feel like the reason I wanted to pass is I think you're like one take away from it. But let's take a look. Let's see if it does pass. 1 minor, 2 moderates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 majors, 5, 10, 15. Okay. All right. So,
Oh, wow.
15 points at 3 times 5, 4 points, and 1 point. Okay. You get an 80 out of 100, which is literally the passing score. So
Cutting it very close.
I'm glad it does pass. Like, I think you're ready to pass. But if you revisit these tricks where you got your majors, I don't think I've ever seen a spread of 1 minor, 2 moderates, 5 majors before. If you just revisit those tricks, like, perfect score potential is there. That being said, I mean, congratulations. That's a passing score. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that was tight. That was a tight margin. That was, like, way closer than I think it should have been given the skill level that you're at. Yeah, that is like a expensive stadium there.
Just your average.
Bayanos. Just what?
Just your average Texas high school.
Oh, that's
stadium.
true. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had an indoor place to drill like that. That was really cool. All right, good job, Bradley. Strong fundamentals all around. All right, Joshua Green. Good luck. I'm really glad you re-recorded this because your other one was going to have all these steps all over the place. This one, good shot. Very excited to see how this one turns out. So he recorded this today, and he was lucky I procrastinated all of my work till today. So, good luck, Joshua. Obviously, we're going to have to wait for my computer to catch up. All right, here we go. Good luck. All right. So, heels come off the ground by a small amount. That's a minor. I'm going to do a minor for catch. I think the verticality is kind of sort of with an angle, but it's a little bit off. And also it's a little bit offside of your body. I'm going to take all of that and just give you 1 minor for it. All right, so minor for heels coming off the ground a little bit. Not super excessive, but I can definitely tell. Even with my technology that's falling apart. 3, 4, 5. That's good. I can tell by the shadows you're bouncing up and down a little bit, so that's something you want to control. I'm going to take, I don't think I have that anywhere, so I'm going to take a hop point, just subjectively. That was a problem I had. Tighten your abs, tighten your core, tighten your body, and you won't bounce up and down with each spin. Nice, solid catch, great Centino. Looks like heels again.
Yep.
Minor there. Other than that, not a big deal. This is a strong qualification so far. 1, 2, heels again. 3, strong hand pins. Very cool. Alright, probably heels again. I wasn't looking in that direction. Yep, minor on heels. Hand pin super strong though. Okay, and then loss of balance that requires lean with no step. Minor on that catch lean. Good job keeping yourself controlled to not need to step there. All right. Minor on catch angle. All right, so that's a small lead. Bending at the knees moderately, slightly. I like your whole setup here, and I understand you have to get this like as part of it. So I'm gonna give this a minor. I think that's within the realm of a minor there. We do have small stutter step. I believe that's got to be a moderate now. Yes, it is. More moderate on that little tiny stutter step there. Good kiwi. Heels come up again. That's a minor.
Is the lean there okay?
The lean there is okay. I get it for kiwi. There's like certain times when it's a little bit like inevitable it has to happen. I think kiwi's one of those for like very hard to get it, like excessively requirement to get it that way. All right, so J hook was great, but look at that hand pin there. We're gonna have one for a minor for in front of the body and a minor for being open. So 2 minors collected on the hand pin. I'm going to do a minor for hand being open again. I think with this one, you need it as a counterbalance, but it should be open. And does it touch the ground? No, it does not. All right. Cool. I think I'm set on penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minors, 1 moderate, and a half point subjective, for a total of 15.5 points of deductions, which is an 84.5, which is a passing score. So Joshua Green, congratulations. That was much stronger than the first video that was submitted that got sent back. So this was another one where I was nervous that it wasn't going to pass, even though I wanted it to. A lot of it just comes from you are leveraging your body to get these tricks down pat, and you've done a really good job of leveraging your body. Now it's time, I think, to hit the gym, start building up like that core body strength, so that this kind of power cannot come from the whole body, but just like upper body. So like, yeah, and you're gonna find this being a problem. You're gonna have to hit the gym moving forward, you know, for quads and quints. Like, you won't be able to leverage your body that way, especially on blue sling, where this starts becoming a bigger issue. So Andrew Katz is definitely someone who understands how best to like use the upper body, the gym, and his entire body to get these huge tricks out. So if Andrew Katz is around lurking, that's definitely someone to check out. Ask for gym advice with, because he uses his body in really effective ways. But good job, Joshua. Like, this is a really, really good maroon sling passing video.
And Joshua, personal advice, if you're having a lot of trouble with that heel pop, 1, try and feel the weight in your heels, and if you still are, something that can help you on less complicated tricks is actually crossing your feet over will prevent you from actually lifting those heels at first. Your legs will press against you, and you'll start to get the sense of when and when not to do it.
It's a good piece of advice there.
Color guard tips.
All right, moving on to green sling. Last 2 videos, and then we are good. So we have Damian Roth. Good luck. Green slings up in the ante a little bit further. This is, things get pretty intense here.
Oh, yes.
All right, pause. All right. So I have verified that this goes off screen, but it is a quad now. I went through it slow motion. So all we need to see here is hand pin and steps and everything. So
Catching 1 step then.
hand pin doesn't find its closed position soon enough, so that's a minor. We have a okay, so there's kind of like a 2 stutter step there. I'm going to count that as one stutter step greater than 4 inches because I think both of them add up to about 6 inches. So, sorry, yeah, that'll be a major. But not the double major. And a minor for catch angle. Take a look at hand pin closer. I'm gonna consider your style bear claw, and I'm gonna give it to you. But you'll have to maintain bear claw throughout. Otherwise, I think that was pretty good. I was looking so much at the hand pin there.
Everything else looked clean.
Yeah, I think it was clean. Triple left lefts are one of my favorites. All right, yeah, we'll move on. Nice. Okay, so that's going to be a major for recovery catch. Again, not a full step, not a panic catch. I really think you could have cross-planed this more because front to back, you do go front to back. I'm not going to penalize it, but I think you could sell this. You're a performer. I think you can sell this a lot better. And I would recommend you do so. Hand pin hits. Everything else seems to be in order. Is that a full step? What do you think, Tony? Is that a partial step or a full step?
One more time.
It's like, because it is one of those where like I would expect people to turn around with it. And I think if you kept moving with it, it wouldn't have even been in question.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been. But with that, his foot at least covers one whole foot's distance, like his own thing. So I would count it as a full step.
A full step?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with the feet here. It's big enough to move that other foot, so you're right, full step. Because this foot does slide a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If it has to slide, that's a full step. So I would have recommended just marching with it, and it would have been a discussion of like, is that too far? And it probably would have been a different penalty there. All right, that's a major on catch angle for sure. And bobbles brought under control by precise use of second hand. Precise. Moderate. Okay. Good throw and catch.
Is that a heel? Yep.
We do get a stutter step less than 4 inches. That's a moderate. We should see hand pin come into place at some point. So minor for being open, minor for being away. This hand has plenty of time to hand pin. All right, minor for hand being open, minor for hand being away. Minor for heel extension.
Ooh, that is chasing that rifle a bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a lungy catch. See. He'll be under footwork. Alright, this is a large controlled jump at a rifle, so that's a major. Hand pin is solid. Rifle goes around wrong axis. Yeah, just a little bit. Let me take a look. Sling, back, sling. Nah, that's within error. We do have a small stutter step there, so that's a moderate. And that'll be your only penalty there. Alright, yep, so that's going to be a double major for a big full step out. And we got a minor for over like bending into it. A minor for heels. That's all I'll take. I think so anything after this point, I mean, I'm looking over my sheet here. This isn't going to pass, which is not a big deal. Most people don't pass their green sling the first time. So the rest of this is really just going to be, you know, for your awareness and for your like future use. But oh, I think you nailed this eclipse if I remember right. So
Get them on the shine here.
Majors, moderates. I don't think if there was there like, yep, little minor step there. All right, so I'm not gonna add this up unless you can send me an email if you'd like me to add it up. But you know, on minors and moderates, or moderates and majors, you're not gonna pass this. But that's okay because you have all the time in the world, right? So I'm 32. It took me a while. Green sling was where I had a lot of struggling for it. So honestly, it took me a month to green sling my own curriculum when this first started back in 2000. So this is definitely just like, you know, you're a really good performer. Like, I've watched your videos performing for your school. Like, you are a very good performer. Just avoid those stepping outs. You know, the majors are built around, like, what can everybody see? If you eliminate these 7 majors, it's not even a question. This is a passing qualification. So just spend another month, another 2 months working these. Probably less than 2 months. I think you're really 1 month away. I think you're just like doing this every day for a couple of weeks away from easily qualifying this. So I am happy with this, Damien. You're literally at the easiest part now, which is just cleaning it up. And you as a performer will have a really easy time being able to do so, I think. So I really look forward to seeing you submit again for the January 28th stream. This brings us to Lance, our last qualification video of the day. Lance, it was great meeting you out at the last competition. We discussed earlier that the full ninja is going to incur a double major. Actually, I went over my scoring system. No, it's going to be a double major. Because this is a really important one to hit. So, good luck. Also, your practice location's about as cool as the stadium. I kind of like this setup here. Very interesting. Alright, hold on YouTube. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so one thing I want to compliment here. Very, very smart technique going to the side and then to the front. This is a very Keith Warren thing, right? This hides the fact that you have to super over rotate. Very good strategy there. Also, vertical catch straight up and down. Very nice. If you can't catch it flat, make it vertical. No penalties. Strong hand pin. It's very hard to see if it's open or closed, so I need to zoom in here. It is closed. Good hand pin. Good, no penalties. 3 tricks and no penalties. It's a good spot to be. Good, minor stutter steps. That's going to be a, well, moderate penalty. It's hard to tell with the low resolution here. I'm not sure if it's my fault or not. Yeah, no, there's a little step there. And then hand pin is solid. Catch angle's a minor. Almost a moderate, but I think it's within minor territory. Okay, that's
a 45, it looks like.
it's close because I do up to 40 for moderate. It's like right at that 40 to 45 catch angle. When you turn this way, I think it shows a little bit more flat. I'm going to give you the moderate benefit of the doubt here, especially since I know you're taking this double penalty for full ninja, and the rest of this is pretty tight. So I'm going to make a judgment call there and just say moderate on that catch angle, especially since once it touched, it stayed in your hand. So that's also a really good like position to be in. All right, not super bad there. That's your double major. The reason this is a double major, for anyone on the stream watching, is that this is an evolution of the Rising Sun. And as an evolution of the Rising Sun, you would not Rising Sun and transfer over on cross from your right shoulder. You would transfer behind your head. Transferring over your right shoulder is technically it's a much easier way of doing it. So for full ninja, it is a very big requirement to catch it behind your head. Even if it's like way over here, your hand has to be behind your head or like above it, but definitely not crossing in front of your shoulder. That changes this to something more akin to like a double right left with a rising roll out of it. So that's a double major penalty here. And we also see the hand pin drift away from the body, even though there's time for there to be a hand pin there. So that's a minor as well. So if this routine kind of goes down, definitely full ninja's fault. All right, yep, a little bit of a lunge there. All right, I think it's comfortably in the major territory. And then a minor on catch angle. So a major and a minor. All right, very good rifle stay in plane. Hand pin, I can tell that hand pin starts drifting. Right, so that's got to be a minor on hand pin. And then we've got the stutter steps here. 1, 2 stutter steps. So I'm going to take...
Is that a stutter or is that a lunging step? Because I think it stretches out a little further.
No, it's like 2 positioning steps. 1 back, 1 forward. Altogether, I think that adds up to more than 4 inches. So I'm going to take the 1 major instead of 2 moderates. As though you just had to... Because they were very controlled. So I'm going to save you the point there. Instead of doing 2 minors and just do 1 major. Or 2 moderates, do 1 major. Choose 3. Okay, that's going to be problematic. 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be full step altogether. That's a double major there. Alright, we see hand pin. Hand pin arrives. Once the other one stays put, flows with it pretty well. So I think just if there was anything wrong with it, it's just the excessive amount of stepping needed to control it. It's a double major on full step.
Can you play that one back one more time?
Yeah.
Because I'm watching it. Almost looks like possibly a loss of balance. No, okay.
I mean, I'm kind of lumping all of the footwork into that double major, into like a full step.
Yeah, I was just watching
no.
the pivot there, making sure the rifle didn't pull them around.
All right, man. This is so close. I think you're going to lose it right here at the end. Because we've got leaving ground, which is a pretty big one. Extensive extension of the heels that results in the body leaving the ground. That's a major. Loss of balance requires a big step. That's probably a major as well. Yes. Yeah. All right, that's all I'm going to take on it. All right, yep. So right at this end, he took 5 major penalties. 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have a total of 8 major penalties, which alone brings you 24 points down. So I'm not going to bother calculating all this as well. Yeah, you just could not tank those 5. At the end there, had you not had the 5, you know what? Let me do this. If you didn't have the 5, you would have had 3 majors, 2 moderates, and 4 minors. 4 and 9. That would have passed. That would have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that would have been 17 points. So clean up 2 of these tricks. Learn different technique for the Rising Sun or for the Full Ninja. And this will pass. Again, you are January 28th. I look forward to saying congratulations, Lance Manning. You are Green Sling certified. It won't be today, though. And that's okay. Same thing with Damien. Like, this is, Green Sling's where things get really, really particular. Maroon Sling's really my cutoff. Maroon Sling is like, look, once you're here, everything above this is very dangerous. And so you're at the easy part, which is cleaning up what you already know. You've learned the tricks, and you're ready to move on. So that was really good, really close. No new Green Sling drillers today, but I am proud of both my Green Sling drillers for their performance. All right. $220 later. Yikes. Yeah, you get used to Full Ninja. I kind of like it. Wonderful attitude, Damien. I really like that.
And I will say, Full Ninjas will become easier for both of the Green Slings. Once you get to the point where it's comfortable, it doesn't feel like it's a toss anymore. It's just kind of a pop to the other hand. You just keep that momentum going of Rising Sun. Keep the same speed, let it go, let it do its rotation, and grab it with your left. Don't treat it like more than it actually is, and keep it smooth and rolling, and it'll be a lot easier on your body to absorb it.
Yeah. I also recommend if you can get the technique of grabbing your hand around the smallest part of the midpoint and then popping it off of the thumb, it's going to be awesome. Beast, yes, you could submit multiple videos at once. And what that means is you could submit one white video, 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 red, 1 maroon, etc. all the way through. What you can't do is submit 5 Maroon Sling videos and then take the best score of them. You know what I mean? I only take, on anything that's going to be live streamed, that's red, maroon, green, blue, I just take whatever you submit last. So, but yeah, no, you can jump from white sling to black sling in one stream all at once if that's what you're capable of. Absolutely. Always available. The drill is one of those things like people are still finding out about this project, so I'm letting you jump to where you need to be. But you do have to go through all the slings in order. And the reason for that is that there's a lot of things that build into one another that don't pay off right away. Yes, Matt, you can come over for the next stream. But, some techniques don't pay off until like 2 or 3 slings later. Really good technique in right-handed drags won't pay off until blue sling when you're doing flying Floridians. So that's why everything has to go in order. Mac, I mean, some people pick... Everyone has their own opinions. I try to balance out as much as I can. If things don't get picked, things don't get picked. I'm not too worried about it. Stick with the ones that are easier to do. Now, sometimes things are easier to do, but easier to get penalties on. Like triple right shoulder toss. Oh, sure, most people can do a triple right shoulder toss, but almost everybody won't be able to do it without taking a penalty. So if you could do a triple left, then you can do a triple under the leg. And while that's harder if you don't have flexibility, some other people are like, this is I can throw a triple left all day. You know what I mean?
And with these pick threes, sometimes you will lose some minors or moderates on these, such as underlegs. Underlegs are almost always impossible to maintain your T-form on, but that could be your out when you can only have 2 other tricks on that category.
Well, that's the thing, too, is that Tony was like, is that leaning forward too much? And there's like a certain level of like, no. And on triple under the legs, like, you have to lean forward. You have to bring your arm back to counterbalance. You won't be able to maintain a perfect up and down hand pin. All of those, that's going to be okay. Like, I understand how this technique has to happen. Yeah, but like, yeah, no, your observation is different for every person though. And so far, I've seen a relatively equal balance. The one I've been most disappointed in that people don't pick is down here in Orange Sling.
Which one?
Is it Orange Sling? No, Red Sling.
I would say I'm surprised at how many people pick Tailspin on Orange Sling.
How many people do or don't?
Do.
Oh, most people I've seen don't do Orange Sling.
At the competition, everyone who did Orange did Tailspin.
So that's the thing. When you're taught the technique, it's very easy. Otherwise, people have a little bit of problems. Okay, so Red Sling. Underarm crank. This was like the 6th trick I've learned ever.
Yeah.
Nobody does it on their Red Sling. I've had maybe 3 or 4 people.
The 2 qualified at the competition did it.
It's another one of those, if you teach them the right technique,
Mhm.
you can do it all day. But like learning yourself is very hard. So some of these are like that, where it's like nobody picks this one. They all pick scorpion toss and shoulder rolls, double right shoulder tosses, the eye catch, the BTV power. And some people pick back ninja, some people pick underarm crank.
See, I'm always surprised when people pick the scorpion toss because that one's so easy to lose points on because it's so wild most of the time.
Right, and I don't like scorpion tosses. So my pick 3 here, I was like back at that level. The first 3 that I ever learned, I accidentally clicked it, which was a big mistake. The first 3 I learned were double right shoulder toss, underarm crank, and back ninja. Those would have been my 3.
I think for me...
Which is a weird 3 to pick. So to me, those are the easiest, like...
I think for me it was actually shoulder roll, underarm, and then... It was back ninja, actually, I think.
Yeah.
It was either that or double right.
Down here at Green Slings, things start getting wild with these pick 3s. Oh, I got a video for that. I need to upload it. I need to link that. I'm going to do that today. But double Hell's Whip and double Heaven's Whip, I hate them. But some people, like, we saw a couple double Hell's Whips today. You know, so...
And as you talked about, when you get into green, a lot of these pick 3s are very power-based to test where your power's at. And then once you get into blue, you're getting a lot more of these advanced flow tricks.
Yeah, blue gives you a lot more options, for sure. But yeah, I would skip this one. I would skip Scorpion Toss. I'd skip triple right, back. I would do triple right. I would probably tank some penalty, minor or something. I would do Eclipse.
Oh, I remember I did.
And
I personally did double Hell's Whip. I did triple right, and I did double Tomahawk. But double Tomahawk I've always found to be very... If you understand the technique and you have the build for it, it's very easy. If you don't, you're going to have one hell of a time.
yeah. And I think my triple, my 3rd pick would probably be triple under the leg. So this would land on my list because I can do triple left lefts all day. And I feel like this one I'd have a hard time controlling. This one I hate doing. These 2 I hate doing. And this one I hate doing. So yeah, triple under the leg would probably actually be my 3rd here.
And the Eclipse feels like a very, if you know, you know kind of trick.
Eclipse is if you know, you know. Eclipse honestly could find a Hallman Red Sling and be okay. But this has actually mostly been balanced for performing, which is why Black Sling is like huge tricks and whatever, rather than like having Blue Sling be the end of the journey. This has been balanced to make sure everyone could be good performers rather than competitors.
Absolutely.
That was my value. Crank would be your last pick, right? Yeah. Like, I have seen a very strong mix of opinions, but that's why it's the pick 3. The ones that land in the pick 3 tend to not have a whole lot you can do out of it, where they tend to be along a specialty branch. And it's designed for you to hate 3 of them and like 3 of them. Like, that's kind of the point, is like, I want you to like, who does those 3? And then you're going to go to like a different competition and you're like, that person does all 3.
Exactly.
So I think they're pretty well balanced so far. Scorpion, Tomahawk, Eclipse. That's a strong pick for people who like flicking it. I don't like flicking it. Which is why like all those like extra extraneous flicks are off of my list. I mean, learn them all was the real answer.
See, if you want all the hard ones, just get it the first time, then do the other sets for the next picks 3.
All right, I'm gonna leave chat up for a second. I'm gonna be right back. Go ahead and chat for a minute. We're gonna end stream up here in 5-10 minutes, but yeah, go ahead and talk with each other. I mean, if there's vibrant conversation, I'll just leave it up. But I'll be right back. Tony, go ahead and if you want to speak to the mic or chat with chats.
Absolutely. Oh, and Mac, I will agree. It would definitely be nice, on Matt's point, if everyone would go for the harder moves and challenge themselves, but sometimes when you're already pushing your limit, you just stick with the card that you've already got. Let's see. Though, congrats to everyone who did earn their slings today. It was a good showing. The maroon pick 3 is definitely an interesting one. Let's see, the maroon pick 3. Personally, the maroon pick 3 seems like it's just mostly the catches tend to be a little tricky to nail more than anything. Getting those kiwi grabs in there, the back ninjas, J hooks, it's going to be hard to sell those particularly well. Though, as he brought up, for them being built for performance, a lot of those are going to be good moves to sell, especially when you're at your moderate level of high school drill to moderately high. Mac bringing up that the maroon pick 3 is his least favorite of all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see what's on there.
Kiwi, double Ike, double back ninja, J hook, rising sun, double exit BTB, and the double underleg. It's a lot of the catch is the hard part on all of these.
Yeah. Yeah. So maroon is definitely on the list. I can see that. They were among the first that I learned pretty well. So, but I can definitely see where it's come from.
Absolutely. No, the blue is definitely my rough one. Yeah, personally, Mac, my favorite is by far the green pick 3. It's all power drill and avoids varials as much as my weakness is there. No, blue's definitely got a nice selection of things going on in there.
Blues definitely like make choose your own adventure.
I should probably try the double J hook eventually.
Yeah, so, I mean, Dojo's designed to push you out of your comfort level. And I know it did it for me, too. Like, I wrote this to push me out of my comfort level. So, there is always supposed to be a couple of things you're, like, hesitant to approach at each level. And that's probably my favorite aspect of it, is that there's no easy pathway.
Yeah, because I've been practicing for blue, and I look at it like, well, I got to pick 3, and most of these are very uncomfortable moves.
Yeah, triple BTB and triple heavens, like, not on my list at all.
Oh, those are pretty solidly on my list.
Yeah, see, I love how varied it can get with that.
I'll say probably the easiest one on there, I think, is the Rising Sun crossplane exit.
Probably.
It's just technique-wise is hard to get clean.
As a performer, it's really nice to be able to have that in your arsenal, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw it in there. Maybe deserves a Hallmark green sling, but you know, the rest of it's kind of like if everyone does that. That's in line with like toll booth as well. I think probably should make an or condition for toll booth there.
No,
Not that anyone actually chooses toll booth, but just to like give it some presence.
I personally would choose it, but those funky crossplanes have always been the nice bit.
Yeah, for me on Blue Sling, if I was doing a qualification, oh wow, I got to get back into my double J hooks. But I would do triple exit VTB flow, stationary double full, and rising sun X plane. Ken, just shoot me an email. But it has to be a very high quality video, 1080p or better. I would prefer if you have an iPhone, 1080p, 240 frames per second. Get me the footage you can upload to YouTube. Give me the footage 100% slowed down, and I will make a trick library video out of it. Make sure execution is flawless, and just have a semi-professional look about it. And that's it. That's all that's really got to happen. Yeah, if you're comfortable with death double, rising sun exit isn't bad. It's just like you don't have any opportunity to readjust. And so that's what really gets people there. And that's where I think it has a nice like lead in, green to blue there. Is that green is that death double. And when you get that down, now, all right, cool, do it again, but there's like no opportunity to shift your hands. Like you either like get it or you don't, So
I suppose that would also depend on your handiness, because my death doubles are reverse.
Yeah.
Where the rising sun one is just straight from here. So.
Yeah. I do them both ways, so. Cool. Yeah, definitely open to outside contributions to the trick library.
You gotta get the triple tomahawk in there somewhere. I'll get that quad on film.
Yeah. Octuple can be a black sling trick. So if you want to, I guess that's for, hey, Trey Davidson out there. I think that's in the realm, like if you want to pick up all three of 6, 7, and 8, nothing better for performing than like super high aerials. So I would allow that bias in there. Still got to go to 540. So maybe it's sextuple 540. Right? Actually, sextuple crossplane 540 is not the worst. I judged live on red, maroon, green, blue. And it's really technically just that. For black sling, I tell you if you pass or fail when you submit. And I share that during live stream. That's your official date of conference. I do that. Black Dan level is also judged off stream with scores shared on stream. Which I kind of have the whole black Dan level, like getting degrees of black belt, like that's kind of tucked away on the site. So if you're snooping really hard, you'll find it. But otherwise, when you're ready, I'll share that with you. That's pretty much going to be it for stream today. Anyone have any last minute thing they want to say, share? I want to drop the link for New Guard America slings. Let me get that real quick.
New Guard America slings, huh?
It's not slings. New Guard America stocks. Pair it with the sling, if you will. All right. If you're looking, these are built for demilitarized drill rifles. I do have one for sale if anyone is in Florida and would like to buy one for $400. Otherwise, you can make modifications to Glendale and Daisy drill rifles to make them fit. But they went pretty fast. We have some marbled one-of-a-kinds. We got mistletoe. Lavender quartz. These ones still available. Ocean blue went fast. I don't blame them. I wonder. Let's see what's available here. I think safety orange is available. Lime green still available. This was the one I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see why.
Yeah. I think I landed with that one, but I wanted that one.
That's a nice gradient going on in that picture.
Yeah, no, they're really cool. Safety orange is a really good idea if you're drilling in public. And yeah,
Ken asking if there's a matching mistletoe sling.
matching mistletoe sling.
A green and pinkish red, huh?
Well, I would say maybe your best bet if you got a green dominant one is to subscribe to the boxes. You subscribe to the loot boxes, the subscription boxes when they launch in January. This is the first month's haul here. He's got to get sewed up, but that'll probably match really well. Other than that, maybe some nothing like red, green stripe or anything. Though.
Yeah. Yep, those would do it.
These guys, this one I gave out in Daytona. There are some around you might be able to find. I gave these out for free because they have a little bit of transfer. This one I give out to, and I've got to go recheck, Patreon subscribers who've been subscribed for greater than a year get red tinsels. So these are probably the good ones for you, but they are not available for purchase right now. I think the green, I'd probably sell you a green one if you wanted one of these because these do have some rub off. But maybe they've dried over the years, or maybe the California air might be better than Daytona air. So, if you are looking to match it with the green tinsel, just shoot me an email. At your own risk for ink runoff. I haven't really used them since Daytona, but at your own risk for ink runoff. But I'd be happy to sell you one.
White smoke always so fast.
Yeah, no, I want, like I said, I want like a team set of glacier oils. That's a cool one.
The middle purple one there reminds me of the old Rapunzel's Nightmare.
Very cool. Yeah, this purple one, that one went. I want to see like the full thing, but like right there, it just looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The green one too. There's probably the bottom side there.
Yeah, Mac, I do think there was a pearl one a while back.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one of the pearls. That's my white stock that I used in 2016. So a while back.
Yeah. Actually, wait, I think I have... Yeah, I have a broken pearl back when they were standard impact.
Oh, standard impact. Man, remember when high impact came out and the standard impacts went out for sale for like $30?
Uh-huh.
Should have stocked up. But I was like, well, I get one that's going to break. And then...
and the team snapped up like 9 of them all at once.
But for $30, I could have just held them onto for art. Yeah, no, it's definitely like... I grew up in a really nice era for drill. That's for sure. 2 standards, yeah. You broke a handguard? That's next level with the standard impacts. Any broken handguard's crazy. Yeah, these high impacts are incredible though. Also, Matt, welcome in. And I saw your posts on Facebook. Those drill rifles look phenomenal. The icy glacier ice. They looked awesome.
Yeah, those standard impact handguards back then. The kids used to break them when they would start going on the gravel and everything because the rocks would hit like the right point and shatter the bottom of it.
Yeah. I remember when they were just like, take them, $10, grab as many as you want.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, there's no reason I'll need this many handguards. And I was right. I don't need that many handguards.
Oh no, it's insane.
Yeah, this new run by Zelon is phenomenal. This new run is the next level ridiculous. So, it's getting me hyped for the next run, like the Daytona run. It's really what I'm excited for.
I'll probably finally pick up one to go with that ocean kill.
Yeah, I bought 2 when I had the money for just 1. And that's life. Yeah. They really have a way of like, alright, I need it. That's fine. Oh, you like hanging on to those handguards straight in like Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Yeah, the ocean kills were nice. I got like coral kill. That's like mine. This is the one I picked out. I'm a big fan. Like it's the exact kind of pop that I was looking for. It's got the dark ocean teal bottom with like coral reef top. Super nice. I wasn't looking for like a big pig stock, but like this kind of like red shade, coral shade like does it for me. Very happy with it. This handguard's super textured too. Yeah, no, the two-tone like it's really nice to look at. Like solid art, solid swirls.
Good contrast in there.
Right, no, it's got the nice, like, doesn't look like a drill rifle, but doesn't look not like a drill rifle kind of feel to it. It's definitely going to be my, like, play around with spinner. That's demilitarized, 1903. No bolts, but everything else is just standard demo. This trigger plate comes from Naraya Gurin's project. Forward flow, I think he calls it now. But he sells these where he cuts off the trigger plate. So I take out the trigger, cut out the trigger plate. And this makes it, again, just one more thing of like, this is not a drill. How can you tell me it's a gun? Like, how can you tell me? There's nothing. So, it's another little safety measure. But I bought this barrel bolt assembly off of Keith Warren in 2011. And it's been my baby ever since. My first demel. The barrel was actually from 1912, so it's 110 years old. I was like, wow, it's older than like pretty much everybody alive.
I think it might actually be.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think there may be like 1 or 2 110-year-olds. So real history for sure. My bolt though, it was that's just the barrel. The bolt's from 1940 something. So that's what the serial number's for. But it's dated as 912. Which, other than Grandpa, is the oldest I've seen.
Yeah. Matt, you've got plenty of stocks and handguards you could start trading around. Let's be real.
Yeah, have you seen his, like, Zones of Sound video?
Of course.
Yeah, with, like, all the stocks in the background.
Someone like me who loves hitting rifles, not watching the Zones of Sound video.
These actually look really good together.
Need to do a tandem with them.
Yeah, this is...
White stocks.
Alright, 2 mistletoes coming up. Man, if I had a couple extra $1,000, man, there would not be any NGA stocks left for the rest of you. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Lance, that was like literally you just lost it at the end there. Get those last 2 tricks in order. You're like 1 session away from getting this. Max done buying rifles. Yes. Me too. I don't foresee buying drill rifles again in my future. I say for the 12th time. 7 is not enough. What happens when you become black sling driller? That's 8 slings you need to put on them.
waiting for a Daisy order to come in of like 30 rifles.
Yeah. Right? I mean, okay, so you gotta have a Glendale, you gotta have a Daisy, you gotta have a Glenfield, you gotta have a Sprazy, you have to have a D-mill with a bolt, a D-mill without a bolt, a D-mill with a blade on it. Right?
Let's see. I've got a Glendale, but it's your old M1.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, no, this is the last time I'll need a stock. I'm over saying that. I understand. I routinely order D-mills, and I tell my people over at the FFL shop, like, this is probably the last one for forever. And then 2 months later, they're like, hey, your 2 other barrel bolt assemblies have come in. When are you going to pick those up? Lance, since you are local, I am selling a D-mill standard impact stock for $400. So if you are really looking for a new one, I do have a D-mill I can sell you. And I don't ship them, so it's just local only. So that is in addition to what I brought over to the competition you were at. So just let me know. Oh, right, you got to have an M1 and M14.
Yeah, good luck with the M14 side of things.
I wish I bought the NGA receiver. I wish I bought the multicolored NGA receiver bolt assembly when they first came out. Yeah, I've been poor at all the wrong moments. That's really what it is.
I remember Garcia actually had one of those, if I remember correctly, and he actually sheared it.
Yeah, they weren't the most heavy duty, but just as an artifact, I would have loved to hold on to it.
Yeah, would you possibly be able to show it, or maybe a picture later? I'd be a bit interested.
Yep.
The stock one.
Actually, I'll need to move it out of that one, but it'll be close to this one. It won't be this one specifically, but the outsides yes, the insides no. But, you know, D-mill, standard impact, just like this. Bolt will open. Inside be just like this. Trigger will close it. Comes with 3 free slings. It won't be this one specifically, but it'll be exactly like this. You won't be able to tell the difference. This one's a Smith Corona, though, which is why I'm holding on to it. But it will come on this stock, which is a standard impact drill stock. Yeah. So, you know, plenty of time to think about it. Just reach out to me on Facebook if you decide you want it, and we'll coordinate. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, man, I've just been poured all the wrong moments. Even now with the NGA drop stocks, I would have liked more, but I did a huge reinvestment in the dojo for those subscription slings. Oh, which you might like that, Matt. I'm doing subscription boxes starting in January, where you won't be able to get these slings anywhere else. It's not just like random colors each month. It's like unique slings. I ordered like 25 different versions, so I have them for a couple years. This is first month. This will be January's. You know, this won't be available anywhere else. So just keep an eye out for that if you're interested in like unique slings as well. And then the Patreon is moving to a 1 free sling per month model. It's only going to be the $10 per month level. And each month you'll get a code for a free sling. It won't include free shipping though, because that's where that's just like dumping money. That I won't make anything out of the Patreon if I do that. But yeah, Patreon's going to move to like free sling code per month every month. Yeah, Mac, that $1,000 went towards, I think, the padded drill gloves. If not, some of these D-mills from Dupage. You know, money comes in, money goes out.
That $1,000 was definitely used for something. I think it was the D-mills. I literally got that $1,000 and turned around and spent it over with getting D-mills in my inventory. I'm even over. Yeah, no, it's a thing. But that $1,000 came in clutch. Once everything's in place, everything's gonna be money making. But until then, it's an eternal struggle of like get money, spend money. Grow business. Get money, spend money, grow business. I can get you some more if you make white gloves. I need to go find the supplier for the white gloves over the... There's this unlabeled white glove set over on the joint base... wherever Conmy Hall is. Joint base... The big one. Anyways. That's what we used in the Coast Guard Honor Guard. Unmarked, untagged, perfect gloves. They had unlimited stock of them, and I can't find where to get them. I've never seen them anywhere else. If I find those, you better believe I'm selling them. So, maybe I'll do a little bit of a looking online to see if I can find anything like that around again. Yeah, I think I might have sent you a pair, or I don't know. But like, why is there no logo on them? Like, it says like just a barcode, nothing else. Maybe it's like, I have no idea. I've looked everywhere. It just doesn't exist.
I think it might have actually. I don't know. I think I might have seen something similar.
Yeah. But I'll do some looking around. I'll try take a look. Maybe I'll find them this time. I'll go real deep into the internet. And maybe I'll do what we do in the Honor Guard and actually like put the sticky epoxy on it. Yeah, the silicone. Sell them like that. Those are pretty cool. All the white gloves are always like super cheap fabric too. These ones were like not. They weren't like cotton. They were like a poly blend or something. Yeah.
You just soak yours before competition, huh?
I wish I could find them. I'll find something. I can do white gloves. I mean, if like the best isn't available anywhere, then I'll find the second best. I'm like looking right now. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, are they made in USA? Like the ones from the exchange? Like the problem is like I don't want anything else. I want the ones from the exchange. If they'll just make like routine trips up there and just buy out their stock. The ones you have, yeah. I don't know. We're gonna do a deep search though. They've got to be available somewhere. It can't just be like the government buying them and then not doing anything with them, right? Right? Oh.
I mean, industries like food service use almost identical gloves.
Any tips for death double? Yeah, Blaze. A lot of people like throwing the death doubles from the right hand instead of the left, so non-traditional aerial style. And that allows you to just turn over the same shoulder and like really hit it that way. But my biggest tip for crossplanes is overthrow it and then just start bringing it back in. And so when you get more comfortable with it, you'll know like what that needs to look like. So don't be afraid to drop these, overthrow them every time, and then kind of hone back. You have the ones that Silent Joe Platoon, you just don't know where they get them. They get them from the exchange, I'm pretty sure.
And on those death doubles, when you're throwing them, if you're throwing them right-handed, as you start to turn for your catch, it effectively turns into a Centino. As long as you turn that into your mindset for it, and you just continue to follow it all the way through.
Yeah.
Also, plan out your footwork ahead of time for how you're going to turn into these things. That way you can actually make it look smooth. That will help stop you from stumbling into it. Piece of advice for your moves and your routines. Plan out your footwork separate of your rifle.
All right, it is 4 o'clock here. So, if you guys have anything else, this is the time to share it. But we're about to close out the stream here. I appreciate you guys coming in and enjoying the stream with everybody. Congratulations to all of my red slingers and all of my maroon slingers. 100% pass rate on those 2 sling levels today. So, really well done. Next stream will be January 28th. So, tune in there. Put that into your calendar, January 28th. Other than that, enjoy picking through some of the NGA stocks. Every time I look over and see mine, I get this little burst of dopamine. So, all right, I look forward to it, Snow. See you, Mac. See you, Blaze. Matt, if you're still there, I'll see you. Matt P, if you're still there, I'll see you too. Lance, get in contact. I have a DML for sale. It's got your name on it. Everyone else, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in a month. Happy drawing.